Dog's Revenge. In a quiet village on the edge of a dark forest, there lived a loyal German shepherd named Bruno. He belonged to an old man named Mr. Hale, a kind-hearted woodworker who rescued Bruno as a pup and raised him with love and care. They were more than just man and dog. They were family. But peace doesn't last forever. One cold night, while the village slept, a gang of poachers crept into the forest. They were hunting rare animals to sell illegally. Mr. Hale had always protected the forest, reporting any illegal activity to the rangers. The poachers knew this, and they wanted him gone. Bruno sensed danger that night. His ears twitched, and he growled low as shadows crept near the cabin. But before he could react, there was a crash. Boom! The door was kicked open. Bruno barked and lunged, but one of the poachers struck him hard with a metal rod. He collapsed, dizzy and weak. "Get rid of the old man," snarled the leader. Mr. Hale shouted, "Leave my dog alone!" But they didn't. They set the cabin on fire. Bruno watched, helpless, as flames danced around him and the men disappeared into the darkness. He crawled toward Mr. Hale, but it was too late. The cabin burned down. Mr. Hale was gone. But Bruno survived. When the villagers found Bruno, they nursed him back to health. He had burns and broken ribs, but the fire in his eyes burned brighter than ever. He had only one goal now: revenge. Bruno had been trained by Mr. Hale to track scents for miles, and he remembered the smell of the men who took everything from him. One by one, Bruno followed their trail. The first poacher was hiding near a river, setting up traps. Bruno waited in the shadows, then struck like a storm, silent, fast, and full of fury. The man fled in fear, but Bruno chased him straight into a ranger patrol. Justice. The second poacher thought he was safe in a nearby town, living under a fake name, but Bruno found him too. This time, he didn't need to attack. He barked loudly outside the house until neighbors called the police. The man was arrested for multiple crimes. Bruno became a legend in the village, a heroic dog fighting for the forest and for his master. Only one man remained, the leader. He had hidden deep in the forest in an old hunting lodge, dangerous, armed and waiting. But Bruno didn't fear him. One stormy night, Bruno approached the lodge. Thunder roared, rain poured down. The poacher lit a fire inside and cleaned his rifle. He didn't know a pair of glowing eyes watched him from the trees. Bruno darted in through a broken window. The man fired, missed. Bruno leapt. Crash! The fight was fierce. Furniture flew. The man screamed, "You filthy mutt!" But Bruno wouldn't stop, not until it was over. In the end, the poacher was wounded, crawling on the ground as Bruno stood over him, growling. And then, the forest rangers arrived. Bruno had hit the emergency alarm button with his paw, just like Mr. Hale had taught him long ago. The final poacher was taken away in chains. Bruno never forgot Mr. Hale. He returned to the edge of the forest where a new cabin was built by the villagers, a memorial to the old man who protected them all. Bruno stayed there, watching over the woods, guarding the peace, a scarred hero with a heart of gold. They called him the Avenger of the Forest. And Bruno, the dog who once knew only love, had become a legend, born from loss, shaped by loyalty, and driven by revenge. If you liked this